All right, so this is a little bit older article. It comes from, as you can see, March of this year. But the headline is, a shocking number of adults prefer streaming over watching films in theaters. So let's see exactly what that shocking number is. So as you can see here, the poll indicated that roughly 34% of adults in the United States prefer going to a movie theater over streaming, which of course, as the number indicates, that would leave 66% of people who'd rather wait until it drops on the streaming platform. Now, I read a little further in the article, and it said that they talked to over 1,000 people. Now, what does over mean? Does it mean they talked to 1,001? Does it mean they talked to 5,000, 10,000? They didn't give that sort of information. So if you know a little bit about numbers, if you start with a pretty large sample size like 1,000 and you extrapolate it out, those numbers do tend to hold over time. Now, is that always going to be true? No. So these numbers are probably pretty good numbers, 34% compared to 66%. Now, I'm going to tell you, I fall in the 34% as much as I can. Now, does that mean that I see everything in the theater? No, I try and see as much as I can, but there's a number of factors that sometimes prevent that. You're tired, something comes up, all sort of factors that prevent that. But I guess, again, I'm old school. I'm of the age before the time of streaming. Yes, I grew up with VHS, but normally the time between a movie going to the theater and then being put out on VHS was a period of months, like multiple months, not like in many cases now, it could be a month and a half and something is already on streaming. So usually if you wanted to see something and you didn't want to wait, you went ahead and caught it in the theater. Now, if you want to see something, especially if it does poorly at the box office, like I said, a month and a half, it's usually coming out on streaming, DVD, all sort of video on demand services. So, it's easier for you to be able to do that. But I really, I like the theater experience. I would prefer it that way, but it is what it is at this point. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer going to the theater? Do you prefer waiting for streaming? Let me know in the comments below.